Hi everyone, good evening, good morning, wherever it is you're watching from. So, normally like I said, I'm making videos on Thursdays and Sunday. This is Friday morning, Nigerian time, 1 a.m. Just a recap of what's happened this week. So this week we had high impact news. On Wednesday, which was PPI, and CPI on Thursday. Now on Monday, okay, it's my Monday. This was the scalp I took this trade. After I saw this, I think I made a video and I talked about this bearish engulfing candle here. I think I talked about not actually knowing what to expect until the day progresses, then would find out what the market wants to do. But we're still bullish. I think I made emphasis on we are still bullish, right? So I took some scalping around this region. Took some scalp trades around this region on Monday, and and this one as well, and also here took a trade here. Now I promised that I was going to make videos of my trade, but guess what? Making videos of my trade actually distracts me while I'm trading, so I'm very sorry I won't be able to be making videos of my trades, but then I will be talking about the trades like I'm doing now, the trades I took, and what I felt, what I saw, and how I entered, right? And I'm also going to, I don't normally do it, I do it, but I'm not consistent in doing it. That is taking before and after pictures, but then I'll try to be consistent in doing that as well. I just focus on taking my trades and go about my day and do whatever it is I want to do for the day. But then I would be consistent with the before and after pictures, So let's get into it. Now, after this move, I know we're still bullish, right? So in this 1 hour structure, now two things came to my mind. If price was able to take this low out, let me use my intraday line. If price was able to take this low out, then I will ride towards this level. This is the only excuse me, this is the only unmitigated level here in 1 hour. So what would have made me say, okay, this level is now valid, was if price took this low out. Now what happened, I marked out this level as my midpoint. Everybody is different with the way they trade. Now my own, basically I use other blocks, fair value gaps, midpoints, which is this one that I've marked out here. You can see the line here. Midpoints as my high probability reaction zones. Now this is what I have, zones or levels. Now this is what I have studied, and this is what I have noticed about this particular pair. Now I would not tell you that it's I won't tell you it happens like that with other pairs. Every pair has its behavior. Now for this particular pair, US30, these are the key levels and zones I use as my high probability reaction zone. So when price got here, I looked for my confirmation. Looking for my confirmation, but then this happened midnight, I think. Yeah, this happened midnight, so I didn't really do anything here. This was where my trade was for Monday. This happened midnight, so when I woke up, I looked at price and I said, okay, what has happened at this level? I saw this moves and this move. Yeah. Then I saw this move as well as this imbalance. Let me take this out. So when I saw this move, I marked out this other block. Then I waited for my confirmation. So around here, what was I waiting for? Because I wouldn't want to trade it blindly. So what was I waiting for? I'll go to my lower time frame and wait for things like break of structure, something like this, retest, or I wait for series of engulfing candles. Right. So when I got here, I got to my excuse me. I got to my 5-minute time frame. Now this was where I took the trade. After this was where I took the trade. Exactly here. Right. So this was where I took the trade. I scalped this because I wouldn't say I'm not the market maker, right? So I wouldn't say, because now I could have, that was the first thought that came into my head after this engulfing candle. I thought of, okay, since price has taken out this liquidity here, already, so maybe price will come down here and here, maybe, maybe. But then you can't act on maybe alone. So but then I saw this other candle. Something else came into my mind. I was like, okay, if price can quickly go back into this other block immediately after this engulfing happened, so what should we expect? Now two things would happen. Is either price invalidates this other block and come down and continue pushing wide, because the bigger picture, we are bullish. That's the daily. We are bullish, and you don't want to be trading against the daily, right? Because that's the bigger time frame. Everything you want to be doing here should be in alignment with what daily is showing. Now so when I got here, I was okay, let me see what is going to happen. Then I saw this rejection candle. I waited again and I saw this rejection candle. Then just after I saw that rejection candle, that was when I now came to see my break of structure here. Then took this scalp. You know me, 2R, that's what I aim for. So I took my 2R from here. Then I waited because now I've seen another break of structure, right? So I waited to see what price would do. Now, was I convinced? I was convinced that I'm human, right? So I have my thoughts, I have my thought process, but then I don't act on my thought process. I rather wait for market to validate or invalidate my thought process. Right. So when I saw this break of structure, I was like, okay, probably price will come back here again and you know react from here and continue going down. But then what the price do? What the price do? Price came down. You see how price showed us here that okay, we're still going down. You see this engulfing count, a lot of people would still, because this is a valid order block, right? So a lot of people will come trading here, trading US30 would come and put in orders, okay, waiting for price to come and continue, right? Because at least price has given us all of this, and some people would have taken this level as well as their internal structure, internal minor low, right? So for me, I'll take this, right? Because this is where the whole everything that happened here started from here. So it needs to be taken out before I think of price going further down. Now after this happened, this happened later at night, I think around 8 or so, but then I was already out, I wasn't here. So when I came back, I saw this move. Now when I saw this move, I saw price come into this other block, right? For every key level in high time frame, I always respected there's something going on, something the market wants to do around those levels. Now I saw this key level again. What came to my mind was like, okay, let's see. Price will probably continue coming down from here. So this was my thought process. Okay, price will come here, do something like this and start coming down. But again, I didn't take out the fact that we were still reacting from daily key level. Remember I showed us this in my last video, the daily key level here, daily other block, right? Exactly. So but what I had in mind was, if this other block did not react from here, then this daily swing high would definitely be taken out, right? But then I will see something that would make me say, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Alright, so I woke up in the morning, I saw all of this form, I think about 9 a.m. my time. I think that was when all of this has formed, and this other block has formed as well. You can see it's about 4 a.m. New York time. So when I woke up, I said, okay, another order block inside the 1 hour order block. Fine. Now let's see what's going to happen. Now before 9:30, because my trading window for this particular pair goes from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. That is when price is highly volatile. You see what you want to see, and if you're quick in these hours, you would see a setup of yours and take. So about 7 a.m. I saw this impulsive move. Then I started thinking, okay, if price is going to do this, then maybe there is no trade for now, because this is a wrong signal, so I had to wait. Then after this, I saw this again reacting from this other block. Then I went back to my 5 minutes and I was waiting for confirmation here to trade. Right. So this was where my confirmation came from. I saw this break. So I took another scalp from here. I took a scalp from here, another 2 hour from here. I think it was from here. Yes, from here, not here. From here, I took a 2 hour trade from here. Another scalp. Why am I scalping? I'm scalping like this because I have not seen a concrete setup to hold my trades. You understand? So the only opportunities I'm seeing now are scalping opportunities. So I'm taking my scalping opportunity. Now all of this happened and all of this happened. I didn't pay attention to this. After this, price came back here. Then I wasn't paying attention to all of these moves until price came here. Now when price came there, what did I do? I marked out this level. And price came here. Right. Marked out this level. I was like, okay, this is the other block. Now let's see if price is going to take out this liquidity. This level here. Let's see if price will take out this level here. But price did not take it out. What did price do? Price rejected. Do you understand? Now, when I saw this rejection, I was like, okay, this is what we're talking about. When I saw this rejection, I was like, okay, this is interesting. Price is giving me something now. And I came here and I was looking for an entry confirmation to go back. Now, I was not totally ruling out this other block, right? But I just wanted to take something and go back and continue. So my trade came around here. Yeah, I went down to 3 minutes. I think that was where I saw my entry. Yeah, that was where I got my entry around here. Yes, this is where I got my entry from 3 minutes after this rejection, right? So I took out this high at first, then I was observing again. And you can see how price was practically playing with traders' emotions and all. But then that is one thing about having a strong bias. If you have a strong bias, whatever it is price does, you're still going to maintain that your bias until proven otherwise. Maybe price takes it out, or maybe price invalidates those levels you've drawn out and all that. That's the art of trading. You need to know your levels, draw your levels out well. So at this point, okay, I said, okay, let's wait. Price is still dancing inside the other block until I got this 1, 2 candles taking out this high. Okay, this was when I knew that, okay, this level now has been invalidated. So now price is moving towards the daily swing high to take it out, right? So I didn't take any other thing. Okay. Yeah, after the daily closed, so we're still bullish. This has confirmed it. I came here, I saw this daily candle. I think this was the daily candle. Yeah, somewhere here. Then it confirmed it that, okay, we are still bullish, right? So I marked out this level. I marked out this level. Now this level was a pure level on what is it called, on 15 minutes. Let me see, let me show you guys. Exactly. Let me see for the block and liquidity level. Yeah, but then in 1 hour level, you can see how engulfing this is another block, right? Exactly. So I took an Asian trade here at midnight trade. I couldn't sleep that day, so I couldn't sleep. I was less busy, so I came in, I hopped in, and I took a trade that night. So this was the trade I took for the night. This was the trade I took, targeting this liquidity area here. Yes, I think I posted this in my, I posted this particular trade in my Telegram group. It's just a personal Telegram where I put in my trades. Now that's why I said I'm not consistent with this before and after thing, but I think I will start doing it. So where was my confirmation break of structure here? First off, I got a confirmation from 1 hour, which was this up close candle, because this is another block. So I was thinking, okay, maybe price is still going to go down, right? But then price closed above here. But before that could close, I was already in 15 minutes waiting for confirmation, right? So I saw this break of structure here and this other block here. But funny enough, this trade, I woke up to a loss. This particular trade, I woke up to a loss. I don't know how this happened. Maybe it's a broker issue, or I extended my TP. But I knew I wanted to scalp. Yes, I knew I wanted to scalp, and after this break of structure, I marked out this and I set my stop loss. I just don't, because when I woke up on Wednesday morning and I saw that I lost the trade, I was trying to, make sense of how I lost the trade, what happened, even if price, because I think price was around here when I woke up. So in my head I was thinking, okay, maybe price came here and came back. Maybe I set my big profit higher or something. That can be the only valid reason why I woke up to a loss in this trade. Now all of this happened. You see how everything happened, and boom, price still came back into that 1 hour zone, right? And this is now Wednesday. We're supposed to have PPI, right? So from market structure, I already know that, okay, we're still going to take out this high that was created here. At least take it out well. Okay, so when I woke up, I saw everything. This was the PPI news, the 8:30 news. This was it. So I saw all of this. I saw how price came here, swept liquidity here. You can see this rejection candle. Now after this rejection candle, I took a trade here as well. When I woke up. That was from the frustration of waking up to a loss, right? So I said, okay, let's see if we have another opportunity. This was another blow. Now in the PPI, I was thinking two things. Is that price react from this other blow, right? Is that price comes here and come down? Because this was before the news. This was around 7:30 thereabout. Now what was my entry? this was my entry. Where was it? Yeah, so this was my entry. I waited for price to. This was an aggressive entry. Yeah, it was not a conservative entry, it was an aggressive entry. So I waited for price to invalidate this. And after price invalidated this, I just entered. I wasn't even waiting for. After this close, I entered around here. And I set my stop loss here. You can see. And I just took the trade. I just scalped. This was another scalp. Normally someone would look at this trade and say, look at his risk to reward, blah 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 blah. But then I trade price action, like I said. I know what I was looking for. I waited for what I was looking for. I saw what I was looking for, and I took the trade. Yeah, so I took this trade, and then on getting to that place, I saw this other block. So this rejection and this engulfing just strengthened this zone for me. I was like, okay, there was no need of thinking about this zone again. Just let it go, right? Then trading is about risk, right? So then I knew that we're still bullish. That's one thing. So if anything is going to go against me, I will see it. So I didn't trade blindly. I set my risk and boom, I had everything set here, and I took the trade to around here, and that was it. News came out before and after. I think I took this screenshot of this one. Anyways, so at the end of the day, I saw this. I did not take this trade. And I was very pained. I was angry at myself for not taking it, because it played out right in front of me. And now this is something else about trading. You lose some, you win some, you miss some. And these things are just the outcome you get. It doesn't define you as a trader. And I also tell myself that sometimes I struggle with it. Sometimes I struggle with telling myself that these things don't define me as a trader, because sometimes I'll be so mad at myself. Why did you miss this trade? Why were you literally sitting down in front of your desktop and you did not pull the trigger? Now, I will show you why I got so angry. Here this was it, engulfing, right? Then I came down here. I saw all of this move. You can see break, fair value gap, another block here. You can see I did not take it. But anyways, I waited to see what price was going to do, because honestly I was down, because that sell kept ringing in my head, So honestly I was still waiting for another sell again. So then after this happened, let me take this out. Okay, so price came here. Okay, then I was waiting for this level again to be taken out. Like I said, the sell was, I don't know why the sell was living rent free in my head, but it was so much in my head that okay, we're selling, okay, we're selling now, stuff like that. So when price got here, I started seeing rejections. I took a quick scalp here as well. Like I said, my key levels are midpoint, fair value gaps, and other blocks and all, So I took a quick scalp here, another aggressive entry. Yeah, I would show us what I took here. It was another aggressive entry. From here, came down to 5 minutes, and this was not the trade. Came down to 5 minutes, okay. And I saw these candles, boom. I entered halfway this candle after this rejection. Halfway this candle, I don't know where exactly, but before this candle finished for me, that was where I entered and I put my stop and took my scalp quicking. Scalping is like quickie. You just get in, get out. You get. So price was doing all this all night, but then at this level, I I took I took I took a trade here from this 15 minutes order block due to this whole rejection that was happening in 1 hour. Now this rejection tells you that a lot is going on. Rejections are going on. The buyers are fighting the sellers, and now a lot of things expected of the sellers to do will not happen because of these rejections, right? But then I think I was so mad at myself about this particular trade that I couldn't control myself. Now after taking this cow, I felt I was meant to take more, that why am I taking so little, stuff like that. But then I lost it. Like I said, it happens. We are human. It happens to everybody, So I lost it here, and I took the trade quite alright. But then I closed it before I went to bed because this happened late. So when I woke up on Thursday was supposed to be what's it called? CPI, right? This is CPI. So when I woke up, I marked out this level, right? That okay, price did not take this out, but then it took this inner low out. So we're still expecting more sales, right? Plus price was this slow snail movement here, all of this, I was seeing them as liquidity loss. I came to 15 minutes and I was able to refine this zone, I refined this zone to another block. So tell you price is going to get there. So price was around here before the news came out, and I saw this trade, but I didn't take it. And I saw this one as well, but I didn't take it. Now why did I not take it? I was not able to get over how I was feeling the day before. That was on Wednesday, about this particular trade. I don't know why the trade got to me like that, but then I felt so bad that I wasn't able to. And this is it, guys. When you don't detach whatever happened today and you carry it in tomorrow, it's going to be a problem. Learn the detachment skill. I've learned mine. I was supposed to take this trade because I was here. I saw this other block form. I was here. One of them was giving me all of these things. I was here. I was seeing confirmation. I was seeing a whole lot of confirmation. But then you can see. But then I still did not take it. But it happens. These are moments in trading that you learn. For every win and every loss, for me personally, is something to learn. There is always something to learn. So this is a recap of how my Monday to Thursday went. Talking about Friday, I don't think we're going to be taking any trades on Friday, but like I said, we're still bullish. So Friday we have news coming out by 10. So if something happens around here, if price comes down here, then we'll see if we'll take a trade here, maybe a quick scalp or something, because I don't like holding my when the market start doing things like this. I don't like holding my trades, and I'll just take a quick scalp and go. So if the market comes down here today, then we'll see if we'll take some quick scalps and go. And maybe I would, risk some to hold for next week. That is that about my trade throughout this week. Then on Sunday, after the market close, I would make another video about what I'm looking at. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. If you've stayed till this part, I really appreciate, and I hope you learned something. And if there's something you want me to do regarding US30, for now just US30, I would be open to do other pairs, but not now. So for now, US30. If there's anything you want me to do US30, make me know in the comment section. Have a lovely day. Have a profitable day, weeks, and try to stay disciplined. Try to stay disciplined and play the long game as well. See you all on Sunday.